Hi, it's good to have you back once again. What did we learn in our previous lecture? In the previous lecture, we learned how to count in millions, billions, and trillions. We also learned how to read and write numbers in millions, billions, and trillions. We also learned how to order these numbers. What do you look forward to learning this lecture? In this lecture, you're going to learn how to perform basic addition and subtraction. You're also going to learn how to perform basic multiplication and division. Let us begin by starting with basic addition and subtraction. Let me tell you a story. Princess went to the supermarket to buy a notebook worth 100 naira and a mathematical set worth 120 naira. When Princess was about to leave the shop, the salesman asked Princess, "Your money is 450 naira." Princess can either decide to pay 450 naira because she does not know the addition of 100 and 120. Or Princess could tell the salesman that 450 is the wrong amount for the items that I purchased. 100 and 120 added together would not sum up to 450 naira. So you see from my story that it is important for you to understand basic addition and subtraction. Let us now take some few examples of addition. The first example is we are expected to add 84, 123, and 7. The first step to solving this problem is to write the place value of each of these numbers. We start with 100, tens, and unit. The first number is 84. 8 is under tens and 4 is under unit. The second number is 123. 1 is underneath hundreds, 2 is underneath tens, and 3 is underneath units. Then the last number is 7 that we place underneath unit. So we add 4 to 3 to 7. Let me give you a few seconds to quickly try that out. Add 4 to 3 to 7. When you do that, that gives you 14. We cannot write 14 underneath the units because 1 and 4 is now a different place value of both tens and unit. So we write the unit term under the unit option. 4 is written under the unit. The 1 is then taken to the tens on the other side, and then we perform another addition. So the addition goes this way: 1 that we brought from the other side added to 8 and then to 2. When you do that, what do you get? That gives 11. Good. So you write 1 there, and the next one is taken also to the next side, that is underneath the 100 place value. Finally, our last addition will be to add 1 to 1. That gives us 2. So the addition of 87 plus 123 plus 7 gives 214. The second example we'll be looking at is the addition of 5,686 and 26,850 and 3,849. We write the place values again: 10,000, 1,000, 100, tens, and units. So I'll allow you time to fill in the place values of the numbers. Good. Let us see if you got it right. 5 is written under 1,000, 6 under 100, 8 under tens, and 6 under units. 2 is written under 10,000, 6 is written under 1,000, 8 is written under 100, 5 under tens, and 0 under unit. 3 is written under 1,000, 8 under hundreds, 4 under tens, and 9 under units. So let us perform the addition now. 6 plus 0 plus 9 gives 15. From the previous example, you would agree that we cannot write the entire 15 in this column. So we write 5 and move 1 to the next side. And then we'll perform the addition on that side as well. 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4. Let me give you some time. That gives 18. That is good. You write 8 there, and then you move 1 to the next side. And then we'll perform the addition again. That is 1 plus 6 plus 8 plus another 8. That gives 23. That's right. You write 3 there, and then you move 2 to the next column. You perform another addition. 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3. That gives 16. Beautiful. You write 6 there, and then move the 1 to the next column. And then you finally perform the last addition of 1 plus 2. That gives 3. So your final answer becomes 36,385. That's right. The next series of examples we are going to consider now is the subtraction. The first example under subtraction is 2,345 is to be subtracted from 7,658. Just like we did during the addition, the first step is to write the place values: thousand, hundred, tens, and unit. 7 under thousand, 6 under hundred, 5 under tens, and 8 under unit. 2 under thousand, 3 under hundred, 4 under tens, and 5 under unit. Then 8 minus 5 will give us 3. 5 minus 4 will give 1. 6 minus 3 will give 3. And finally, 7 minus 2 will give 5. So 7,658 minus 2,345 produce the answer 5,313. The second example we're going to take is to solve 7,230 minus 6,485. The same step. Write the numbers underneath their place value. Let me give you some seconds to try to do that on your own. Good. 7 will be under 1,000, 2 will be under 100, 3 will be under tens, and 0 will be under unit. 6 will be under 1,000, 4 will be under 100, 8 will be under tens, and 5 will be under unit. Now you notice that 0 cannot minus 5. So what do? We look at the next number beside 0, that is a 3. We take 1 from 3, that will be left with 2. Now take note that the one you are taking from 3, by the time you put it on the 0, would not be 1 plus 0 to give 1, but rather will be 10. So you would have 10 minus 5, that gives 5. Notice too that 2 cannot minus 8 anymore. So what do? You take 1 from the next 2 that is beside it. When that 1 you've taken from that 2 gets to the other side, it is not 1 plus 2, but rather it is now 1 and 2, which is 12. So 12 can comfortably subtract 8 to give 4. Now you notice too that you have 1 left over on the next side. 1 cannot minus 4. So you take 1 again from the next number beside, which is 7. So 7 is left with 6. Now the one that you're putting towards the next one is 1 and 1, which is 11. So 11 minus 4 will give you 7. Then you're left with 6 minusing 6, which gives 0. So 7,230 minus 6,485 produce the answer 745. The next example we're going to take is a word problem. Consider a school that have 38 girls and 22 boys. What is the total number of pupils? That is an addition question. So we start by writing tens and unit. We write 38, 3 under tens and 8 under unit. And 22, we write 2 under tens and the second 2 under unit. 8 plus 2 gives us 10, so write 0 and transfer 1 to the other side. And then we'll have 1 plus 3 plus 2. That gives 6. So in that school, there are 60 pupils altogether. The next example we take now is to sum 6,745, 308, and 563. And then we have to subtract the result from 11,111. Same procedure, but this time we're going to do the addition first. So we're going to add 6,745 with 308 and then with 563. Same thousand, hundred, tens, and unit in place value. 6 goes underneath 1,000, 7 goes underneath 100, 4 goes underneath tens, and 5 under unit. 3 goes under 100, 0 under tens, and 8 under unit. Finally, 5 under 100, 6 under tens, and 3 under unit. 5 plus 8 plus 3 gives 16. So you write down 6 and take the 1 to the next side. 1 plus 4 plus 0 plus 6 gives 11. You write 1 there and take the 1 to the next side. 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 5 gives 16. You write 6 there and take the 1 to the next side. And finally, you have 1 plus 6 giving you 7. Now after doing that, you then subtract 7,616 that you got from 11,111. Write out the place value, 1,000, 100, tens, and unit, and then fill it in accordingly. That's right, you fill it that way. 1 cannot minus 6 comfortably. So you take 1 from the next one beside it. The one you've taken from there will make that one become 0. So when you add 1 to the next one, that gives you 1 and 1, which is what? 11. So 11 minus 6 now gives you 5. Remember, the one you borrowed from has 0 left. 0 cannot minus 1. So you take 1 again from the next one beside it. When you add 1 to the 0, it gives you 1 and 0, which is 10. 10 minus 1 gives 9. 0 cannot minus 6. So you go again and repeat the same procedure. You take 1 from the next, and then you add it to the 0. That gives you 1 and 0, which is 10. 10 minus 6 gives you 4. Now 0 cannot minus 7. So what do? You borrow from the last one, and then you add it to the 0. So that gives you 10 again. Then 10 minus 7 gives you 3. So the summation of 6,745 and 308 and 563 subtracted from 11,111 finally gives you 3,495. If you were able to go through these examples with me, I'm sure that by now you would understand how to perform basic addition and subtraction. See you in the next lecture.